Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of October 21st, 2020. Smallish week for me this week, but let's get right into it. First up, we have Aquaman number 64. Been enjoying Aquaman. Conic's been doing a good job on it, so yep, we'll see where it goes. Next up, we have a Batman 101. We're past the 100 mark, and we're into new territory with James Tynion IV's Batman run. So we'll see what that entails. I liked Joker War. Overall, I thought it was pretty cool. So we'll see if it... we'll see what is in store for Batman after Joker War. Next up, we have Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn, number 1. The whole Curse of the White Knight stuff has been amazing from Sean Murphy, and I cannot wait to dive into this to see what that entails. It looks like he's working with Katana Collins on this one, so yeah. Next up is one from Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott, and that's Black Magic number 15. I have been enjoying Black Magic. I'm glad it's back after a little bit of a hiatus. I have no idea what's going on from the previous stuff, but that's okay. I'm enjoying it, and yeah. Next up, we have Catwoman number 26. I think it's Rami 5, Rami V. What is the guy's name, or the person's name? Yeah, Ram V, Ram 5. I don't know how they want to say it. Did an okay job on Catwoman so far, so going forward, I'm gonna see if I enjoy it. I do miss Joelle Jones's art inside, but at least we're still getting some covers by her. Next up is Dark Knight's Death Metal Robin King. Long live the King. We'll see what goes on with Robin King in this. Dark Knight Death Metal has been really good. I recently went and reread 1 through 4 of Dark Knight's Metal, and it really does need you to kind of follow along with the one-shots that are connected, because it's what happens elsewhere, but they're not like it's 50 bajillion different things to follow. So I'd like that's how it plays out with the event. So yeah, but I enjoyed it on the reread as well. So hey, if you're not reading Dark Knight's Death Metal, you need to. It's really good. Next up, we have Gideon Falls, number 26. Only one more issue after this of Gideon Falls from Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino. And man, I cannot wait to see where it ends. It's been amazing book. Yeah, it's great stuff. Next up, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal Justice League, number 55. This is basically, this tie-in to Dark Knight's Death Metal is actually really interesting. It brings a different view of what's going on in the world to the regular DC universe of what's going on with metal and all that stuff. It also brings in, it kind of segues nicely into Cyborg and Starfire coming back into the kind of DCU from them being away on the Justice League Odyssey book. Now that book's over and they're back, stuff is going on and happening. So it was kind of a good, like, I liked how they came back from those. But yeah, I've been enjoying the kind of different era or time period stuff, or different era, I guess, or apocalyptic era, whatever. It's been a good tie-in. I've liked it. Next up, we have Metal Man number 11. We're only one issue away from finishing the series, and then it will be on my eBay. Yay! It's not horrible, but the stuff with Shane Davis is a little disconcerting, which makes it not really fun to read. Next up, we have Nightwing number 75. It's a Joker War collateral damage tie-in, so I'm picking this one up. I don't know if I'm going to go forward with Nightwing, but I have enjoyed reading the issues that are connected with Joker War, so we'll see. I highly doubt I'll continue with Nightwing, but I did think they did a decent job with him crossing over with the Joker War stuff in the collateral damage. Next up, we have Raw Array number 8. Really good, just solid book. It carries on from the story that happened previous and whatever, and it's just, the art's amazing. It's good. Next up, we have James Tynion IV. I'm horrible with his name. If you know how to pronounce it, spell it out for me in the comments. But Something is Killing the Children, number 11, sorry, from Boom Studios. Just really, really solid book. Boom has been putting out a ton of really, really quality and good stuff. So be on the lookout for them as a publishing house. They're really bringing their A game this year. And definitely you want to be looking at stuff coming out from them. Next up, we have one from Chip Zdarsky from Image, and that's Stillwater number 2. I really enjoyed the first issue, so I'm gonna check out Stillwater number 2. Basically, the premise is everyone in this town, nobody can die. Yeah, but if you're outside the town at a certain distance, you can die. So it's really interesting to see what's going on with that kind of theme going forward. So we'll see. Next up is a one-shot from Dark Horse, and that's tied into Stranger Things. It's their Halloween special. I already read this, so it was fun. It was cute. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good addition to the Stranger Things world and canon. So yeah, if you like Stranger Things, I definitely recommend the miniseries and stuff from Dark Horse. It really adds to the Stranger Things universe. And finally, we have a Teen Titans number 46. Superboy's back. He's wondering where Damian is. Everyone's trying to track down Damian. Spoiler alert, they don't find him, but they find each other as a team, and they come back together. So, yay, Teen Titans. Teen Titans is one of those books that I'm like, I kind of enjoy sometimes, and I don't enjoy other times. It's really hit or miss for me. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing with Teen Titans going forward. Part of me wants to kind of cull my pull list and trim it down a little bit. And I think that's one of the titles that's on the chopping block. Things like Justice League Odyssey, Batman, and The Outsiders have finished naturally, so those are dropping off of my pull list. But we'll see what happens and what gets put on. I know coming up in January and February, DC is doing their future state stuff. I'll talk a little bit more about that after I finish up my pull list. Yeah, I want to get to the rest of it. Next up is all the variants I got. So I got the variant for Batman number 101. Look, it's got Grifter on there. Oh yeah, good stuff right there. And of course, the Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. Had an awesome variant there. And of course, a non-blank blank. It's like a kind of a pinkish tone, marble looking thing on the blank variant there. So I snagged that one up. Jenny Friesen had an amazing Catwoman 26 cover that everybody should have picked up, and yeah, awesome stuff. I've been picking up the Dark Knight's Death Metal tie-in variants, just kind of on auto, but this is the one I probably wouldn't have picked up. I'm not a huge fan of the art, but that was for Justice League 55, but I still got it because I ordered it, even though I don't care for it. I did pick up Nightwing 75. Sorry for the train in the background. Variant there. Here's a book I normally don't get, but I decided to get the variant because it's political, yeah, I thought it was. I always like picking up these when I think they're in good taste. We have a Savage Dragon number 253 with the Decision 2020 with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on the cover. So I thought that was pretty cool, so I snagged myself up a copy. And then, of course, there was a Jenny Friesen variant for there's Something is Killing the Children number 11 that I grabbed as well. So that's it for my variants. I did grab something that I've been looking at for a while and finally decided to pick up, and that's Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And this is the book. Most people will be like, why are you talking about a book here on this? Well, this has introduction by Stephen King, which I think is really, he's an amazing author, horror person. I don't necessarily read a lot of his stuff, but I respect him as an author. But the main part is there's illustrations by Bernie Wrightson in this, and man, oh man, is it just amazing to look at. I mean, you have like just this splash page in here with Wrightson's art, and it's just, I think there's something to say about, you know, Mary Shelley, Frankenstein. I've never actually read it all the way through. I've read a graphic novel adaptation of it, but I've never actually read it through. I've heard really great things about it. From what I have read, I've enjoyed. So I'm actually really excited to read through this, but have those beautiful, beautiful Bernie Wrightson images as I go through. So our local shop, Comics Conspiracy, has been stocking this, and we've actually sold a handful of these. So I would definitely say, hey, check it out. Ask your local shop if they can pick it up for you. If not, bookstores will have it. Amazon will have it. Yeah. But I'm super excited to actually read Frankenstein for the first time, and this is the version that I think is really going to push me over the edge in reading it. So it will go on the pile over here, this thing right here, of stuff I need to read. That's also just the stuff I have. I have like 2 more shelves, like stuff over here that needs to be read, but you guys can't see it in the background. So I'm always reading, constantly reading. I have mentioned what I have been reading currently, and I'm about halfway through, and that's The First Sister by Lyndon A. Lewis. I've actually been really enjoying this. This is from Skybound Books. For those of you who don't know who Skybound is the Robert Kirkman imprint through Image, and this is and so yeah. So I just kind of it somehow popped up in my Twitter feed, which yes, I'm still suspended. I've been trying to get it unsuspended. But it popped up in my Twitter feed. It looked interesting, so I put it on a list. I was at Barnes & Noble with my kids, and I just bit the bullet and bought it on a whim, and it's been good so far, and I've been enjoying it, so I cannot wait to finish it out. But yeah, The First Sister's been really good. It's supposed to be the start of a trilogy, so we'll see. But yeah, it's good stuff. That's it pretty much for this week. Future State. Be aware, Future State is coming from DC. It's a lot of titles that are, what's the best way to put this? It looks like what DC is doing after Metal is they're giving us stuff that's happening in the fairly near future, which is like 10 years, and then stuff that's happening even further than that. So there's a bunch of stuff. It's 2 months worth of stuff of books. There's no regular titles going to be coming out, meaning like no regular Batman, no regular Superman. There will be books like American Vampire, Rorschach. I believe if Far Sector is not done, Far Sector will be one of the books that's coming out. So like kind of the Black Label books are some of those ones that aren't necessarily DC straight continuity books. And DC is doing this line-wide, so so all those books normal books will be on hold, and you'll go and you'll get these Future State books. I'll post a link in the description below to the DC Solicitations for the books, so you can kind of get an idea of what it is. But it really seems to be an interesting concept. We talked about it at length on the podcast last night, episode 472. Probably 472, I don't know, I can't remember, keep it straight anymore. But there'll be a link in the description below for that if you want to listen to a more long, in-depth talk about it. But Future State's coming, so be aware of that. The solicitations dropped this week for that stuff, and we'll be able to order at the end of the month for the stuff in January. Now, next month, the stuff in February will be out, and that basically just continues what we've seen there. But you want to be aware that the stuff dropping in December is kind of where you want to look for stuff coming back, stuff spawning out of, because we don't really know what's happening after Future State. So we'll know kind of what's happening after Future State with December solicitations, and those will drop at the end of November. So be on the lookout. But yeah, that's it. Please like, share, or subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in that comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up. If you have questions, all that, I try to answer if I can, if I'm not too busy. So yeah, please keep it nice, keep it clean. Internet's a crappy place anyway. So yeah, keep it nice. You can go to conspiratorbrock.com. That's where I have my the list of books I get typed or written out, and this video is normally popped up there on top. But you can also listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. Like I said, we just finished recording, I think, episode 472, and in that we talk more DC Future State and all that. So that's more in depth. So check it out. But I will leave a link in the description below as well for the DC solicitations for going forward with DC Future, or with the Future State stuff. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. We could do it without you, but it's nice to do it with you because it helps us out a little. You can help me out a little more directly by clicking on any of the Amazon links here or at conspiratorbrock.com. I know I popped up the Frankenstein book on conspiratorbrock.com for this week's Amazon thing in there. But if you have ad blocker on, you're probably not going to see it. So yeah, that's it's fine. It happens. I'll leave a link in the description below for the Frankenstein book as well, and you can click on that, buy it. It helps me out. You can also go over to my eBay page. Hopefully, I'll be getting some stuff up soon. I've had a good run of selling a couple things, so now I'm actually down to no longer having 2 long boxes listed. I only have 1 long box listed online, but I need to list some more stuff. So yeah, so thank you for anyone who's purchased stuff through there. You can normally follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager, but right now my account is still suspended. This marks day 9. I got suspended on Monday the 12th, and we are now at the 21st. So, yeah, I don't know. I have sent them an appeal. I have sent messages again for the appeal, and it keeps getting attached to the same thing. But I have no idea. I got caught up in an auto block thing, and yeah, it sucks because the tweet I tweeted was not what the auto block thought it was. So yeah, I don't really even care about the tweet anymore. They can delete it, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I'll be back on Twitter soon, yeah. And I don't know, there's probably something else I'm forgetting. Oh, I've been backing a couple more Kickstarters. We're being at home working and all that stuff. I had a little bit more time to like search the web. So with, you know, Scott Snyder's what is it, Noctera, and the other one I backed, I can't remember the name of it, and then The Trap. I'm also backing Urban Animal, I believe Urban Animal, yeah, which is a Justin Jordan web comic that's coming out for the first time physically, and another book I can't remember the name of, but I'll try to remember to leave the links in the description below for the new ones that have popped up, but I might actually do, when I do actually get these Kickstarter books, I'll definitely show you guys, but if you guys would like to see me, if you'd like to see me talk about any of this stuff, beforehand, or why I decided to do it, let me know. Normally, the reason I back Kickstarter is as I like the creator, or it looks interesting, and it's normally in just graphic novel format. I'm not really big on backing single issue stuff. I think to me that's, if you have the graphic novel, you've finished enough material to do something, you know, that's enough material. Not having a graphic novel is something that kind of I'm hesitant at backing. Yeah. There was a really cool modular table I wanted to back, but I didn't have that kind of funds. So yeah, but who knows. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.